freaky little darlings. Is the stream actually streaming? Who knows at this point? Okay, that is promising, I think. Sometimes YouTube and me, we just don't. Let's see here. And we're turning that on. And then we're putting that there. And how is everyone doing tonight? So my stream will be considerably less violent than Ryan's stream, but aren't they all really? Except the ones where my streams are markedly more violent than Ryan's streams, because those happen, let's face it. So we're gonna do Sims 2. We are going to do the pinkest house in human history, part 2. Oh, I've forgotten I just used the ladder there. So this is so obnoxious. I love how I found these in pink, but I had no idea I had them in pink. So they are in like different colors. I think I normally use that one. That's quite neutral. I have probably used that before. I do like my green things, but yeah. This house would be looking quite lovely if you stripped away like 40% of the decorations and redid everything into green. Then it would be lovely. As it is now, it is like, I get the cozy, like it's cozy, but it is so obnoxious. It's like these chairs. I actually like them by themselves. They're cool. And so much of the stuff I have is like somebody made it for period purposes, like someone rebuilt Versailles, I think, in something, and that kind of stuff, it makes so much sense. Not so much like outside of context. That could also be like these. I was thinking they could be pretty. Do we have them in pink? We don't have them in pink. Or maybe we do. So I never look for these things when I download stuff. It's never a consideration in my life when I do downloads of things that are they in pink. I don't figure that out. Actually, what we should have on that one is, look at that, that's pink on pink. Fire on fire would normally kill us, or something. This much pink would definitely... I do know somebody who would physically die from this house. Hi Michelle! I'm so glad you made it. How are you this beautiful Saturday? I'm not sure if it is a beautiful Saturday, actually. It might be very rainy. I've been hiding in the Valkyrie all day. Is it beautiful where you are? So much obnoxious. So today's live is mostly going to be about putting so many shelves in this house that it is probably a crime against the Geneva Convention in some way. And since the Geneva Convention does not, as far as I know, have any opinions about shelving, we have to aim high to achieve this, and I'm sure we can. That looks nice, actually. Maybe one step further down? Yeah, makes it look like it's a built-in. Look at me, I'm a design... I was about to say genius, but I think Maverick is more like it. You working tonight, Michelle, or have you got the weekend off? I don't know which is the most surprising to me, the amount of people that could never, like, they couldn't even understand the concept of not having weekends off, or the people who, like, a surprising amount of people work weekends, actually. Like, it's not so desperately uncommon as people think. And yet some people can't even conceptualize, like, the idea that people could work weekends. Am I just going to do this to every single window? Self, is that your plan? Is that what you're doing? Apparently, yes. That is an awful lot of knickknacks that I can get on all of those. Fire on fire would normally kill us. That is a stupid place to have a shelf. I'm not gonna do this in the bathroom because was about to say that would be ridiculous, but like, so are the ones I've placed. But I guess that's where I draw my line. Oh, that's good. We had it a little bit stormy a couple of days ago. I'm glad you're off. Oh, that's good. I work every fourth Saturday at the moment. But my work rotation is changing quite soon to one that's even worse. The work rotation I'm on isn't very good for me, and this one is going to be worse. So it's one of those things. I also wanted... So yeah, as you said, Michelle, the shelves, it's starting. It is officially started, y'all. Be scared. Actually, that one feels more like the shelf that would be here. Oh no, what happened? Stop it! Oh, I still need to put that there to like fill it, because when things are in the way they get like difficult. Okay, so go on there. Fire on fire would normally kill us. Do 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 do. Together we're winners. Oops. Can this one go on there? No, probably not. That actually does look kind of good where it is, and so that one is good there. Actually, that one would be a little bit too far from... Is that a good place for like the casserole dish? Yeah, I think so. There we go. That one is the one that needs this one, so it stays with its people. And... oh my god. I have never considered, but I guess now is when we do that. That is an ugly ass... I was about to say casket. That wasn't what I meant. It's an ugly pot, but I think that's kind of like an advantage this time. this really sad song in my brain. Like, it kind of makes me wonder if my brain's okay. Does that make any sense? Because I'm here like just living my best life and my brain is here with a song about death. And I'm kind of like, you okay? Have something happened to you that I don't know about? It hasn't. It's just, I think I just genuinely enjoyed that song, even though it's like super sad. And my brain hasn't fully sorted in that like this is a sad song for the sad times. My brain is just like, nah, it's a jam. It's like it's literally about double suicide, brain. Why is that a sheery thing in your mind? To be fair, I don't think my brain thinks it's sheery either. It's just kind of thinks it is. Is that, because that is still in the kitchen, so we'll keep these slightly more like random stuffy ones to, because like these are nice things, but they shouldn't be in the kitchen, they should be in the living room. And we can have a few more of these. Gotta love some pink. And I know we already have some of these bags, but whatever. Multiples. And I want more of those hearts because they're obnoxious. I mean, I actually really like the hearts themselves. It's just, I'm putting lots of pink stuff that I normally would never use everywhere until I make myself annoyed. Which is an interesting like experiment in psychology. I don't think I can put that on. There is a, close enough. Just a random ass pair of scissors. We already know what I'm looking. Pathetic. Oh, these are something I downloaded for like the actual toys, and they've kind of appeared in other places. That's nice. That's kind of like, that's borderline pink. It's pink enough. That does kind of feel like something this person would have in their kitchen. I'm just stereotyping people who likes pink at this point. It's probably offensive. They would not be caught dead having that in their home. I did not attempt to sound like a squeaky door just then, but I did an impressive job of it. Like, that was exactly what it sounded like. That was a good impression of a squeaky door herself. I am impressed with you. Would they have a panda on a... I mean, I would. Now these are things that has to go on the first 3 slots. Are these 2? Oh no. Are they available in... I love how my idea of a person who would have pink in their house is that they would only have pink in their house. It's like, do I think that once you go to the pink side, it's like the dark side, you can never go back? Yeah. Oh, no. I feel like that would be white. Then again, whatever. Yeah. I have kind of lost track of what I was trying to do, which is the kitchen. The kitchen is, I mean, that kind of does seem like something you'd have in your kitchen, but snacks. That's something the kids do at work. And by kids, I mean the people under 25 that I work with. Very mindful, very demure. What is even worse? Oh yeah, my schedule. Yeah, I'm struggling with the late finish that we have once a week. We'd still be having that and then an evil native finish. So yeah. I mean, she'll be moving a lot of shares around to get everything. Or, maybe it isn't a she. Maybe it is a homosexual. Because I cannot see this being a straight man. I actually can hardly even see this being a girl. It is probably a homosexual. And he'd be great fun to be around, but I would be very happy he's not my roommate. Yeah, this is my idea of decorating. That doesn't make any sense all the way up there. But yeah, it's living out in the Valkyrie with the new schedule would be hard. I would need to sort of do something to kind of adapt and change and everything. So, I mean, it's not set in stone. Like, I don't have to stay. It's I've been hired for a year and they want to keep me, but like I never committed to it. So if I don't want to stay, it's kind of fair game, but I really do actually. So it's just a matter of, can we get it to work? No, I want it on the corner, for goodness sakes. Oh, that one now doesn't want to play. Arg. Not every, thing wants to go onto these kinds of shelves. And some only go onto, the first, if they're among the first 3. It is a whole ordeal. Um, oh yes, I think I need to move this one because I think it's blocking stuff from wanting to be on the shelf. Let's see if we might be best to do it this way. Yeah. If in doubt, move shit. Oh my god! That's a big ass, whatever it is. That is a Swedish Dala horse, and it is not even CC. We have them in Dalarna, in Sweden, which is the county in Sweden where we keep our traditions. Like we have a designated county where we keep our traditions. It's where they stay. I am joking, but I'm also not joking at all. Like traditions that no one else has observed for like decades are still alive and well there, which is really fun actually. I hope they never stop. And I know this because my family lives there, so I genuinely have family that use like old-fashioned folk costumes for like occasions like weddings and funerals. No one does that anymore elsewhere, but there you do. And my uncle used the same one for my grandmother's, his sister-in-law's funeral like 3 years ago, that he used when he married my aunt like 45 years ago, which is impressive, I think. Like, he's still fitting into the same. I do think my aunt, when she made it for their wedding, I think she made it slightly like generously sized, both his and hers, which my aunt is a very smart woman, but still, they get into them still, which, you know, insane props for that. So, we are shelved. All the shelves. Should there be a shelf here? There should, shouldn't there? It's important to be shelved. What should be on? What do we do with the single shelving unit? Oh yeah, because we haven't, have we? Do we? We have not, she said, speaking in tongues. Yeah. I am absolutely not in any way, shape, or form ashamed of this behavior. Yeah, we better save. And I'm so preoccupied with building, I've forgotten to look at the chats. I mean, I think it was a natural assumption, Michelle. Oh yeah, it would be about a year. My goodness. We have to do something the 5th of February to celebrate 1 year of live streaming. Live streaming? Live streaming. I would blame being hit in the head this week for my slurring, but it has absolutely nothing to do with it. And also I had it coming, and also it didn't hurt me at all, and also it was absolutely hilarious. So I was telling the story on my last live of my friend knits, and she gives me her leftover yarn, and I have been shucking it at my boss every time he walks past me to get to the door, which leads to hilarious things, and it's even more hilarious that most people just accept this. And people have also been learning that certain manager, you should be careful if you're walking past a certain door with him, because there might be consequences. It is hilarious. At any rate, this has been going on now for like a solid week. We're all having a good time with it. My colleagues have started chucking these little like yarn balls at each other when I'm not looking. Like, I'm doing absolute wonders for employee morale, I think. We're all having a great time with this stupid game. And I'm tossing them at random moments on our techie, and so good. We're all having fun with it, which is the important part. And so, imagine this. It is early Friday afternoon. My boss and the techie are heading downstairs for something, so they're heading out through the door and they're gonna go somewhere. Maybe they weren't headed downstairs, maybe they were just going to the loo. I don't actually know. I'm assuming they were heading away somewhere. Who knows? Who cares at this point? Anyway, they were heading past. Let's see. I was just making this pink, excuse me. So they're heading past me, and so far so good. And I, of course, chuck yarn balls at them because, of course I am. And our techie responds to this in a very normal way. Remember, they don't weigh hardly anything at all. So he kind of turns a little, it bounces off his shoulder, and again, they're super light, so he barely feels it, and this is completely normal. No harm, no foul. But remember, it's Friday afternoon, and for context, my boss on the side is a professional football player. So he decides to have a bit of fun with it. Again, it's Friday afternoon, so he chests this little yarn ball, sends it down so he can kick it, and kicks it back towards me, quite gently. And again, they weigh absolutely nothing, so they're essentially like cotton balls. They barely have enough weight so that you can toss them like in a distinct direction without them just sort of swooshing through the air in no way at all, because they're that light. Anyway, he kicks it in my direction, and it hits me like solidly in my forehead. Again, not painfully or anything. It doesn't have mass, and he's not kicking it as hard as he can or anything. But it hits me square in the forehead. He breaks down laughing. Our techie is nearly dying. And I break down laughing. Mind you, I'm on the phone with a customer at this point. A very, very nice woman who just wanted her tablet to connect to the internet properly. And I just break down laughing. And so I have to explain to the customer why suddenly her customer service agent is laughing like a child on the... luckily, the customer is one of those lovely people that just sort of takes this as, oh, lovely, they get to have fun at work. What a nice company. And she's not offended at all. But yeah. And so I keep helping my customer. They eventually come back and make a show out of running away, so I can't toss anything at them this time. And I collect my yarn balls after the call is finished and go past them and be like, I could not keep from laughing. I was on the phone and my boss is like sheepishly, okay, I am being a bad influence, and I'm here like, it was hilarious. The customer also thought it was hilarious, so don't worry. And yeah, that was the highlight of our week. Just absolute mayhem, because I toss things at people. And I would personally say that, like, if I want to toss things at my colleagues and my boss for that matter, like, they're allowed to toss them back. Like, that just has to be. I shouldn't play that game if I'm not in for the game, so to speak. But yeah, it was absolutely hilarious, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, I thought I just had like 2 colors of this. When did this happen? Sometimes I download something and then something else kind of piggybacks on it later. There should be shelves up here as well, but I'm not sure if there's genuinely like enough stuff in the whole game left to do more shelves. But we should do some more shelves, I think. I think there are some hanging plants that would be cool here too. And we could do, we could do plant shelves upstairs. This is an amazing. Where are the hanging? I mean, these are nice hanging ones, but I was thinking of other hanging ones. There's definitely more hanging ones. There's like the big hanging ones. Do, 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 do. How's the stream today, Michelle? Is it like a laggy mess, or are we doing okay? No, it should probably be this one, and then that's kind of nice. But yeah, it's crazy that it's almost been a year. I need to get a bit like more solid with my schedule, I think. And again, I really do want to start that book club this year. I think that will be great fun. And just record some record the audiobook finally for my books, and that is also going to be great fun, I bet. I mean, I like these, but they were also not the hanging ones I was thinking about. These kind of hang from like a wall, which kind of nice, but it also isn't the one I'm looking for. I'm looking for the big droopy ones. These are also nice and also aren't that one. This is one of these places now where you have to like watch your head when you're heading through their house. I mean, not me because I'm short, but like tall people. The droopy ones, found them. Okay, maybe not there. all the things can hang from the sim. And I would happily put them upstairs as well, but they're not gonna work because that's just the thing. So they're only gonna work downstairs because of that. Yeah. That is way too many flowers and way too many decorations. We're gonna keep it up upstairs. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I have plants and they are all Lego. Yes, the Wi-Fi is, the Wi-Fi like internet receiver is on the stove outside. 100%. This has zero chance of working otherwise. Interesting how these ones work up here. Oh, that's obnoxious. I love it. No. I want them on the shelves. Ha ha ha. Sorry, I'm having way too much fun with this. It's probably evident. Just look at this obnoxious, like, little life we built for ourselves. Like, what the? Yeah. But yeah, I'm loving the idea that my boss was guilty for like kicking things back and disturbing me as I was working. I don't disturb him when he's working, so technically, it was absolutely hilarious. I don't think it counts as disturbing somebody if they're delighted. Will you hit your head on? Yeah, you will. So we're doing it that way. I also, for a while there, made a heavier ball. That was just like a bunch of yarn that was actually like usable, and then I gave it to my friend so she could knit things with it. But for a while I had a heavier ball that I was just tossing at my boss when he was heading out through the door wearing a heavy coat. I wasn't tossing it at heads or anything because that one was actually had some weight to it. But I lost that skein of wool. And as I was looking for it, my boss's boss caught me like looking for random things in the office and helped me find it. But it's like, I'm not sure I wanted to be caught doing that by that man. He just accepted, it's like, why have you lost yarn in the office? Because you were assaulting one of the managers. Okay, got it. But yeah, you have to keep yourself busy at work. Like, you have to do something, as you can't just sit around being miserable. It's important to live your life and be obnoxious to people. It's good for you. Except when they toss things back and they hit you in the head. I would argue that was also good for me. It was very funny at any rate. This shelf like I need to seriously reorganize it because everything that's the same is next to each other. I might just like, and that one probably, yeah, it won't, like more things can't go on there. Because it'll look weird. Does that, oh, it doesn't want to do it. But you're so tiny. Yeah, I have all the respect for people who can like actually be bothered with having lots of flowers. Because it is like a, we don't think of it as like a heavy keeping you busy thing. And I guess it's not like it's the heaviest chore in the world. Why do I have, why is that in the plant section? It's nice though to have a little bit of stuff in there, so whatever. No, that wasn't what I wanted. I think above all else, what I learn as I'm slowly getting older, it's important to have a passion. It doesn't actually matter one bit what your passion is, whether it's Lego or cosplaying or Star Wars figurines, or as long as it's not hurting anyone, it doesn't matter because it's all about having the passion. Being passionate about stuff is good for you. What it actually is that you're being passionate about, fuck it, doesn't matter. Completely irrelevant. But there is nothing as important in life as having a reason to get out of bed in the morning. Sorry, that got incredibly profound. No one asked for my advice, but I guess you just got given it anyway. Live with it, I suppose. But yeah, I've not been feeling the like greatest this year, and I think that is one of the things that has really kind of stuck with me, that it is exhausting to be tired. Being unwell, being tired, not being able to do what you want, all those things, like it is exhausting to be tired. Well, I did promise you shelves. I have delivered. Because I think, can there be shelves there? I think we should go for like paintings instead. This very much feels like the sort of paintings that this person would have. This is me. I used to live in London. I don't wear that much pink, and my hair has not been that blonde for a long time. But we're going to, it's my stream, and we're living with my delusions. They're overlapping a little, but I like it, so fuck it. I'm gonna put that there, and oh yeah, there's Disney Princess Prince. I feel like Disney Princess Prince would live in this house. Also these incredibly expensive wall hangings that I have gotten CC that has flowers. That's what I would have in my house if I had a house. I took my favorite one and I took the same one twice. That's, at least I'm consistent. I know what I like, y'all. I mean, I'm okay with that because the turfness did not profit from this art, so we're good. Yeah, look at that. This house is so over-decorated. We need something big there. I can't believe I've been at this for like 2 hours and we haven't, like there isn't a sim. There is just, this is just decorating. And I do actually have a little bit of a plan when we're done with this. Yes, you heard it here first, folks. There's a sneaky plan. Do I? I mean, would anyone watch a live that's just pirate themed? I'm just building a house for a pirate. That looks like they're flirting with each other. That's excellent. But yeah, I think this is the finished product, y'all. It is a lot as well. I'm just checking the chat. What's he doing here? He? I hope you remember what that was an answer to, because I can't figure it out. Yes, so we're saving. Yes, whatever works indeed. It's important to do what works for you. On that note, I counted the number of colored pencils that I have in the Valkyrie. And if you want to guess, you can guess. So here's the original. We're gonna make a version, because I said that I would like to live here, but not the way it looked. Like, if we make a minimalist version in green, I would live there. So we're now gonna remake it. I mean, obviously it isn't a boat, but, you know, barring the boatness, we're gonna see if, is there like a nice green version? Yeah. So we're now going to we're making this like a nice green, like coziness. No, I like it better this way. I'm gonna start with just like changing the color scheme to green and see how much less obnoxious it already is, and then we'll take it from there. Because I have a feeling I will like it much more just when it's green. That's convenient, they're right next to each other. How is it not designable? Oh. Yeah, that one does that. It kind of takes over. Okay, that just doesn't cooperate with us, so whatever. There isn't a... I think that's the closest we're gonna get. Oh, the wrong one. Sorry, I am completely zoning out. I am not being very entertaining. I still have Whiskey Lullaby in my brain though, so it's like it could be worse. My brain wants to sing about death still. I guess it's somewhat of a sweet song, but I mean, maybe I shouldn't presume. Maybe you want to hear, because that wasn't in green. Maybe you want to hear about a song about death. What do I know? I thought there wasn't. Yeah, there isn't a green one, I don't think. So this is already like significantly less annoying. Like, this is too maximalist for me, but it's cute. I would probably have that in mind. It is very much too maximalist still. Like, downstairs it was kind of fine. Upstairs is still like way too just like, I think the best word I have to describe it is much. Like, it is still too much. It's like this I could actually handle. But yeah, we'd need to remove a significant amount of stuff, I think. Ironically, I'd probably remove lots of these shelves, or like if this was my house, there would just be books on all of them. That is the realistic way that would go. Also, if you have color matched books on your shelf, I am judging you. I just am. But yeah, this is significantly nicer, I think. We just need like a different wallpaper up here. That is actually just as bad because it's like, it's too much. It needs to be like a little bit more, yeah, like this. Then there needs to be some accent colors, y'all. You cannot live your life in just one color. That is actually a good quote. All the nonsense that I've been quoted, this one I genuinely like. You can't live your life in just one color. Hope he bothered to change that railing. But yeah, this is what it looks like in a different color scheme. Does anyone actually want to see what it would door sound? Oh, Captain Yak, yeah. Yeah, I mean, a lot of the CC in The Sims is from like 2007, so it is a bit Jack Sparrow heavy. Yeah, it's a heavy song. Oh goodness. Build a hoarder's house. I mean, I'm not certain that's not what we did in the Christmas special. 317. I mean, all of my colored pencils is probably around that. So my colored pencils that I have and use just in the Valkyrie is 231. I then have I have a parcel there of 24 more that's just waiting for me to need more pencils. I have a set of 24 in my overnight flat, and I would say I have about 60 pencils at work, so 317 in total is probably pretty much it. But yeah, I have a couple of different sets for different things, and including one fine drawing set that is 88 pencils. But yeah, I kind of feel like this is what a hoarder's house would look like. Is she called Yule? That is adorable, actually. Yeah, I mean, with all of these garlands and this, it's very... It is a little hoarder's housey, I think. She also has the pink. I love that this hair doesn't stick in the neighborhood screen, so she looks so cute, and then suddenly, this is just dark and gloomy. I wouldn't want to live here, but it is a cute dress, though. She's making a list of toys. That does look like she's making a gift list. What is the next thing? Yeah, she's writing a list. She might even be checking it twice. Come on, what's the next thing on the list? More books. I mean, those make for good gifts. I'm just invested in this mini story now. She put him out like the burning end of a midnight cigarette. She broke his heart. He spent his whole life trying to forget. He finally drank her pain away, a little at a time. I mean, that's also something you could give as a gift. That's expensive, but it's gift worthy. You could do that. But he never could get drunk enough to get her off his mind until the night. It bugs me that there's nothing there. He put that bottle to his head and pulled the trigger. More books, okay. Sorry, I am getting a wee bit distracted. But yeah, this is the the greenhouse is cheaper, y'all. You heard it here first. But that was pretty much what I was planning to do for this mini-series. I mean, it's kind of a reasonable amount. So I have about 12 coloring books right here with me, and then I have nearly 10 at work and in the flat. And the thing about it is that it would be unreasonable and silly and weird if I wasn't using them, but I am, so... And if I take one of the little cups of pencils I have in the boat, so my basic Staedtler pencils, which is a set of 24, are in here. There's an 18 set of neon and two separate, one 18 and one I think 12 of pastels in there. And I mean, that's not unreasonable, and mind you, one set of pencils like the Staedtler ones would be about, well, they're less than a tenner. Most of these have been a fiver or less, and it's like, it's not an especially expensive hobby. This house is also similar, but probably what it would be looking like if I lived here. Yeah, this is actually exactly what it would be. She's atrociously evil. I love how I didn't want to ruin her cozy bedroom, so she's just entering the hobby room from outside. I'm just checking interior decorating styles now. Yeah, these are the same, but not in an obnoxious color, and I love these rugs. Oh yeah, I downloaded more of these. They're absolutely glorious. I love these. But yeah. As far as a hobby goes, what are some of the hobbies in the chat, just out of interest? I obviously like drawing, or rather coloring in. I write books, which is not quite a hobby, but I like to read, and I like to head to the local beaches and collect sea glass as well. I'm just checking what these houses look like in decoration style now. Oh, Hyacinth Bouquet's house. I do feel like that's a good one. I'm doing the same, since I'm decorating these houses very similarly. It is kind of reasonable though, because it's cheap. But yeah, Hyacinth Bouquet, the evil witch, her house is glorious. I think Artsy's house is quite good too. But yeah, next live, which will be on a Friday, will feature some actual gameplay. Okay, this one looks different. It's much more minimalist. Well-ish. This is a reasonable amount of shelves. This is kind of what this house would look like if a person actually lived in it, I think. I do like the Arven settee. It's one of my favorite pieces of furniture. Oh, there's just a random... This looks like a sweatshop that Ryan has put together. There would just be a toilet in the corner. And then that could absolutely be something he was doing. Building log houses. That does sound soothing, actually. I could get into that. When we need to actually build the Bigfoot's house and get that live series started, we got distracted. Who are these people? They're called Ryan. That probably means they are about to be or have been on fire. They have been on fire. Called it. But yeah, that is all for the live this week. I will be back next week with a different live. Thank you, Michelle, for dropping by. You have the #1 crown uncontested. Yeah, that sounds nicer than listening to people speak. Just listening to wood shopping and do love some woodworking. There is this really funny video that must have been on the Clock app originally, which was this guy. This is a very different decorating style, incredibly minimalistic than these. That's kind of cool. Janie Bond, and she's the romance exploration. Anyway, this guy is saying that he was told to be more like Jesus, so he took up woodworking, grew his beard, grew his hair out, grew his beard, started questioning authority, made friends with every whore in town, and now he's the jerk. Were we not reading the same Bible, Susan? And I'm like, yes. I have also recently taken up woodworking, but that's because the Valkyrie requires it. Anyway, have a lovely rest of your weekend and your week, Michelle, and see you next week.